Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. We're a bit close. I'm so excited this morning to sit down and play with the new JACLYN Hill palette volume 2. I am so excited and so happy that I have this palette in my hands. I think you all know that I absolutely loved her volume 1, which I do have here, and it looks like pretty disgusting. I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't clean it, but it's well used and well loved. This palette was brilliant. I won't say how I got on with this. I'll let you kind of watch the video and see how we got on, but obviously I've done a really bright sort of different eyeshadow look with it. I didn't want to do something in my comfort zone. Like, I could easily have stuck to these neutral tones and went in with like maybe a pop of purple or something, because that is what I kind of use all the time. The past 3 looks that I've done on Instagram, which I'll put here, has been pinks, so it's hard to get away from doing a pink look with a palette because that's the sort of colours that's in it, but I didn't want to do another pink look, so I tried to incorporate something a wee bit different, something that I've not did. Personally I wouldn't wear this out, but I do like it, so yeah. If you want to see how I got on and how my thoughts on the palette and how I created this look right here, then just keep watching. So this obviously is the eye complete, and we're going to try and recreate this on this eye. As I said, I haven't done any of these videos for the longest time. Bear with me, I'm going to try and get the angles alright. I mean, I'm set up alright just now. You're definitely going to see what I'm doing on this eye. I've got my mirror here, but I was like holding my breath while doing this eye, I'm not going to lie, because I wanted it to look perfect, and I hope it's showing up perfect on the viewfinder. It's showing up really dark actually, and it's actually wait, turn my lights up, because it's so much more vibrant in real life than what it is shown in the viewfinder. Anyway, let's get going. Okay, so I have primed my eye the same as this eye with the MAC it's the MAC Pro Longwear concealer, and then I did actually set it down using the JACLYN Hill palette, and I used this colour here, which is Certified. I do believe she called that a pure white. I'm going to be honest, it is not a pure white, it is like a sort of creamy colour. So here is the concealer that I used to cut out the crease. So that is the Kat Von D white liner, the Lock-It concealer. That is what I used to cut out my crease, and as you can see, that is white, and this is the white shadow next to it. This shadow is not going to look the same as the concealer, but you can see that it's not like a bright white like this, it's more sort of skin toned. Anyway, I don't have any moans so far about this palette. I have used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shades, and every one of them has did exactly what I wanted it to do. I ordered this after watching loads of videos of people saying how good it was, and then I ordered it, and then I've seen 2 or 3 more videos where people were saying that it wasn't great, and I was like, oh fake. I really don't want to buy in anymore that I know it's not going to do what I need to do. I'm overloaded with makeup, so. But I love the original JACLYN Hill Morphe palette, not the Vault collection, the OG palette, which is here. Right, I'm going to stop prattling on. Let's get this done. Oh, I'm nervous, I've not done one of these videos in ages. Right, basically I started with Not My Journey, which is this purple right here. So I forgot to put my tape on. Anyway, firstly, as soon as I dipped into this colour, the first thing that came to mind, I really hope you are in the shot, the first thing that sprung out to me was that this is the kind of purple that I've been waiting for. I buy purples and they're not really purple, they're like more pink or they're more blue. This is purple like my hair. This, oh, because in our original this purple here actually showed up more blue on the eye, I think anyway. So this look doesn't use that many colours, however it does use quite a lot of like concentration, and I need to be quite precise. So given the fact that I'm not classing this as a makeup tutorial, sometimes I might just stop talking and obviously put either a voiceover or music and just speed it up, because I feel like it might be quite boring because you're going to see. But right, look at that colour. I've barely dipped in, barely. Initially I'm packing it down, I'm not blending it, we're not bothered about having this harsh line here to begin with. I'm going to actually use, I'm going to bring this right the way down. I think I did that on the other eye. Right, so I feel like that is my base, like starting point. I've got this little brush here which has got like a tiny bit of the pink on it left from when I was doing the eye the last time, which doesn't matter because I'm going over it with pink. And what I'm doing is I'm just really fluffing the edges here. I'm barely touching because I am going to blend this with the pink. Also, most people probably would use different brushes for this. This is not a tutorial, don't copy me. I'm working with the brushes that I've got. I don't know if you remember last year I did lose. So I'm going into Tipsy Girl with this brush, which by the way, this pink is delicious. Right, so I'm tapping into it, I've tapped off the excess, and I'm just up here on these edges. Going over. Yeah, so this time last year I actually lost all of my kit brushes, and I took a lot of brushes from my own collection. Like I've got brushes sitting here on my desk, but I took a lot of brushes from there and put them in my kit. I know there looks like a lot of I've got 3 of those tubes, and there looks like a lot of brushes on my desk, but a lot of them are like repeats. So I'm going in with a fluffier brush and I'm just taking away the edges of this. I took all the most important brushes out of my collection, like my eye blending brushes, my packing on brushes, detail brushes, and I put them in my kit. Although my kit is actually like in the other room from working, they're not, my brushes aren't clean, and I didn't want to clean them this morning and use like semi-damp brushes to work with, so I'm kind of working with what I've got. I always find that this eye actually for me looks nicer than my other eye, but I do have both my eyes aren't symmetrical actually. Both lashes sit differently, both eyebrows are different. This one I believe is lazy. I can't see properly with this makeup on. And I actually went through 30 years of my life not knowing that. I started filming for YouTube and Instagram and suddenly I realised I've got a lazy eye. But anyway, right, we've got our purple, we've got our pink. Is it high enough? I would say so, right? Then I went in with Temptress, which is this black with a slight shimmer in it, which people don't like, but personally I honestly don't care that it's got a little bit of shimmer in it. It doesn't pick up at all. You don't know you've got shimmer on the eye, which is the purpose of it, because I know she put it in it to make it blend well. So the smallest amount, right in the corner of my eye here. I've just took it under because it's kind of like helping me with my shape. So right in the corner here, I'm not taking it up any further. And I'm going to take it right round where I put the pink down, the purple. I should be calling them their shade names. Where I put Not My Journey. Very lightly, like I literally dabbed into it. And then again, dipping in with Not My Journey on my normal Not My Journey brush. And I'm literally going over everywhere where I put that Temptress, which is black. So I've just deepened that purple. I've not made it black, I've just deepened it. And I agree with like Samantha Ravndale and Make Me Up Missa, who I've watched, and I totally like having a black and an eyeshadow palette. It is a colour that I use often. I deepen up shadows with it. I use it as eyeliner, like to save me if I'm travelling, like to save me taking like another powder or whatever. So I am completely okay with having a black and a palette. I feel as if I need this purple here sharper. Got a little friend today. Woke up with it this morning. I haven't had spots in the longest time. My skin just doesn't get that many spots, and obviously given the fact that I wanted to film today, I had to introduce you to a new friend. Honestly, I'm so hoping that you can see this right now. I didn't bother digging out my monitor. I think I was like too nervous. I honestly don't know why I'm so nervous. Like, it's just been so long you get out your game. I feel like this is my first makeup video. Also, like, I don't mention this a lot, like, or talk about like insecurities a lot and stuff, and I would say that I am in some ways like pretty confident and pretty like, I don't really let other people bother me, if you know what I mean. Like, doesn't matter what they say. I think it's also came with age. Like, when it comes to how I look in my figure, I'm not that skinny girl. I have my curves and everything else, and like that doesn't bother me. But when it comes to doing makeup, it bothers me, like my age. My eyes are slightly hooded, they are kind of crepey. I know by any means I'm not old, but like I'm 33 and I'm not like the 20-year-old girls. Some of them like 16, 17, 18-year-old girls here on YouTube, like doing these most amazing eye looks. And I'll be honest, it's not that I don't want to do them, it's that I don't think that it looks the same on me as it does these young girls. So that's a big reason why I don't do looks like this. Anyway, now we have like the base of the eye look. I am now going to use what I spoke about earlier, the Kat Von D white concealer. I'll just talk you through slightly what I'm going to do, and then I'm actually going to do it off camera and come back. So I'm taking the small brush, usual, I'm painting it like slightly here where I want it to be. I'm doing the look up thing, which sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. I don't know what I do wrong. And I can see where it's slightly transferred, and I'm going to do that with my eyes open as well. So I'm laying it on with this, and then I have like a small eyeliner brush. There we go, and that is how I'm going to carve out that straight line there. So I will be back. So guys, I've got my white set down. I'm actually setting it down with that colour again, which is Certified, and I'm just on a big brush. hopefully these are symmetrical. Like looking at them right now, they look symmetrical. And the shape of this is not right, like I can see that, but I figured that this section here won't matter too much because I'm going to be going over that with the purple, because obviously this is the section here where I'll be blending. Okay, that's better I think. Right, so next I did go in with the yellow, but my brush is covered in orange now. Let me try and find another brush. If I'm honest, I think that this look is quite drag. Like it's definitely drag techniques. I know it's more like the kind of techniques that all makeup artists use these days, but for me personally, I wouldn't go out with my eyes like this. I have done this purely to show off and test the colours in this palette. I would not go out with this makeup on. I actually need to go to Tesco, and I'm thinking I cannot go to Tesco like this. That little bump on my eye, by the way, is like something on my eye. It's not the eyeshadows. So on camera, this is showing more like a harsh line, like in the corners here, than what it actually is. Also, you can see like that dip there, which I can't see in real life. I'm going in with a No Joke, and I feel like she's named it No Joke purely because this yellow is not a joke. Like, this is a matte yellow but packs a punch. Like, I just bought the NYX like Brights palette before Christmas. It's in my kit because someone asked me for like what's that era where they wore their bright colours? They were going to like a theme night, they had their hair crimped and stuff. Whatever era that is, 70s or something. And I couldn't find my bright eyeshadows. I've got like a bright orange, a bright yellow, a bright pink, and some other colours from MAC that I knew exactly where they were, but they do not pack any sort of punch. Like, the pigment on them is a joke. Like, they're so bad, they're poor, poor, poor. So I needed something quickly. I didn't have time to wait on a delivery. Oh, look at that. Look at that colour. Hello. Yeah, I didn't have time to wait on a delivery, so I nipped out and I picked up the NYX Brights because I've heard good things about them. Sorry, now I'm going in with my man, which in the viewfinder is not showing up as electric as it is, and like this is electric in the pan. So I've got it on my MAC 242 brush and packing that on there. So anyway, yeah, I got that Electrics palette, and although it did really help me, like I wouldn't have been able to do that makeup without that palette because it had quite a few electric colours in it. It did not pack anywhere near as much punch as these bright colours. I'm also just finding them really easy to use. The part that I've had the most amount of hassle with during this makeup look is cutting a goddamn crease. So I'm semi-happy with what I've done. I feel like they're not completely symmetrical, not the best work that I've ever done, but I'm going back in with Not My Journey, the purple, on this brush right here, and I'm packing it onto this outer corner, kind of blending it straight into that orange. I'm also going to take the Tipsy Girl pink on the same brush because we're just kind of mixing them together, and I'm patting that on this edge here. I'm actually going to get the pink brush that I've used. Pink brush. And all we're doing is creating that sort of... So I'll leave that there with the purple. I'm getting the yellow brush again. I'm not putting anything else on it. And I'm blending these two in together. I don't want too much yellow, and I think you can see that that's taking away some of the orange and adding in too much yellow. So what I'm going to do is use the orange brush again, and I'm now like blending these two. Next, what I did was take this very small pointed brush, a little bit of the NYX glitter glue, literally this much, and with my pinky I just patted it on this outer corner, on this inner corner here, just the tiniest amount. And I went in with Talia, which I believe is a new formula for like the JACLYN Hill palettes. It's a pressed glitter. I can see in the palette it's a pressed glitter, but it's like chunky glitter. It's a different kind of pressed glitter than what we're used to. I went straight in with this on the glitter glue because I prefer all my shimmers on glitter glue rather than them being wet with like MAC Fix Plus or Urban Decay All Nighter. Like, I prefer the look of the glitter glue on my eye. I don't like them like going crepey and like lots of texture, and I feel like using the glitter glue doesn't show up as much texture. So now that almost all the work is complete, I'm actually going to take the tape off, put on my eyeliner, lashes, which I'm using these Eldora lashes that were in this adorable little packaging. They are Lala Lash, and I think that they were limited edition. This is what I'm using. I trimmed them slightly, like I took off like one section of the lash, and I'll be right back to do like the finishing touches. So these lashes are just kind of setting before I don't want to manipulate them too much while they're setting. I need them up a bit. So I'll be playing about with these, getting them in the exact place that I need. So what I did on this outer corner was, obviously I've did like a liner flick, but I needed it to be as dark as this, and what I actually did with that one was not like the flick, and I went in with a black eyeshadow and sort of smudged the liner out, and then I went over with the purple again, and I just really deepened that outer edge using the purple and the black. I feel like I need to have this higher, a bit more purple, so I'm going to fix that, fix my lash, do my base. I'm going to put on probably MAC Velvet Teddy on my lips, and we can do the under eye together. Hi, so I'm back, and this is the finished look. So I did say I was going to come back and finish off under the eyes. You can really see how lazy one of my eyes is just now. But I got carried away with myself and forgot and finished them. However, I'm going to show you what I used on. So basically under the eyes I went in with Not My Journey, Tipsy Girl, all over under. Used Tipsy Girl with the pink to like smoke out really underneath the purple, and then I also used a little bit of the gold in the inner corner, brought it around a little bit more. The gold is called Talia. Then what did I do? I used the black that I used in the corners here right underneath to really darken up under there. And then I used the Soap and Glory, what is this called? Soap and Glory Smolder Kohl Pencil, and I have no idea what the shade is, but it looks kind of like blue / purple. So just to make that pop a little bit more, I did run that under, so in my waterline. I really want to do black under here, but I'm scared to make my eyes water. I don't think my eyes will be able to handle it. Also, what else I need to tell you, I'm using the Sleek Matte Me on my lips. I'm using the Anastasia Dream Highlighter palette. I'm going to do highlighter on my brow bone here because it's the only thing that's missing, and I waited to do it with you guys. So the colour that I used from the Anastasia Dream palette was actually like the pinky sort of colour, which is going to tie in really well because I want to use, so this brush is going to be damp, which is kind of fine, so I want to use one of these shades in the palette. This one here called I'm In It. It looks like a highlighter shade, and it looks like it's got a little bit of a pink shift which should tie in perfectly here. By the way, I've had such a mare with my eyebrows. They were not doing what I needed them to do. Having the worst time with my brows at the moment. I just cannot get them. By the way, that's beautiful. Like, that shade is beautiful, and in my opinion, that has just finished off that look. Oh yes, I like that. Oh yeah, that has totally finished off this look. So let me zoom you in and have a little chat. Zoom you out. So overall, my thoughts on this palette. I absolutely loved the colours that I used. They all performed as well as I would like them to. There was 6 or 7 shades that I used. If you are an eyeshadow palette collector, then you will want this palette. If you like to wear like bright colours, then absolutely go for it. If you're more the person who sticks up in this corner here, I just wouldn't buy this palette. It's not for you. Like, don't waste your money. You're not going to get the use out of it. You don't have to do an eyeshadow look like I've did today. You can do a more wearable look, but you're never going to be able to get away from the fact that this palette is full of bright colours. I wouldn't say that you're going to get enough use out of the neutrals to justify spending the money. However, I would say that you could definitely get away with using our first eyeshadow palette because it's got all the neutrals in there. It's got your pops of colours, it's got a highlight shade. Like, it's a perfect everyday palette and a going out palette. Or if you're more of a neutral wearer, like, go for something like the Urban Decay Reloaded palette, something like that. Don't go for this sort of palette because everyone's buying it. Like, you don't need to buy it just because everyone's buying it. If you don't wear these, please don't buy them. If you like these colours, I would 100% recommend this palette off of the first use that I've done. Obviously, I'm going to use it more. I want to do like at least 2 more looks on camera if you'd like to see that. And I probably will leave this on my vanity and it'll be my go-to palette for the next few weeks anyway. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you do want to see more makeup looks in general, I would love for you to give this a thumbs up and leave a comment below. Let me know your thoughts. Thank you so much again. Mwah. Bye.